There's no Antifa. This is an entirely imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa.
Like, I don't even know what Antifa is. There is no group.
It's not even like far-right groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Compared to right-wing extremists, Antifa-linked violence is rare and limited.
A few moments later.
Meet Milo and Ace.
I'm Milo, and I'm a member of Rose City Antifa. I'm Ace, and I'm a member of Rose City Antifa.
Along with these pseudonyms, they've asked us to frame their faces in shadow and alter their voices.
The use of violence is a tactic of how we keep our communities safe.
They say they're members of the nation's oldest active Antifa group. They rarely give interviews, but they've agreed to sit down with us as tensions in their city of Portland, Oregon have reached a prolonged and destructive stalemate after roughly a year of protest. Much of the blame for the chaos, property damage, and violence now landing on the self-described anti-racist, anti-fascist, far-left organizers. A black-clad coterie entrenched in the protest movement here, who now find themselves in a tense showdown with city officials.
We've always had protests here, but to see some of the violent acts like the Molotov cocktails and some of the things thrown at officers has been really...
Antifa claims they're defending their city, not only against heavy-handed police tactics, but also from threats from far-right extremists.
Is there to maintain safety for us and make sure that when people like Proud Boys or Nazis or fascists come to our city and want to do that harm, then we are not allowing that.
But sustained attacks on property, prompting it seems a sharp rebuke from the mayor, who is asking residents to help take back their city, be the eyes and ears of the Portland Police Bureau.
These people often arrive at their so-called direct actions in cars, and they're all dressed in all black. Our job is to unmask them, arrest them, and prosecute.
It isn't an organization. It is in many ways mythology.
It's not like the Proud Boys or the Oath Keepers, sort of defined terrorist organizations with leadership that leads violence.
A few moments later.
By any means necessary, they say, can mean outing a white nationalist at their work, or, as we've seen recently, violence, fires, property damage, hand-to-hand combat.
You have to make it so unpalatable to be doing white supremacist organizing that they know.
It's not a highly organized movement. It's a moniker. It's not a unified group like the Proud Boys are.
Things like Antifa are things that are thought up.
It's all in this guise of going after Antifa, which is nothing. There's no organization called Antifa.
A few moments later.
I've been undercover with Rose City Antifa. They were getting this tradecraft from someone else, someone with much more experience, someone who did this for a living. Caroline, which is the founder of RCA, moved to Sweden with her husband, who is a dual citizen. What is Black Bloc? The term is used to a tactic in which individuals conceal their identity to look uniform so that no one can be identified in an act of a crime. With RCA, it seems much more structured, almost like a company.
Practice things like an eye gouge. It takes very little pressure to...
Nobody's a member of Antifa because it doesn't exist. They are just declaring into existence something that doesn't exist.
There is no Antifa organization, so maybe that's good for social media. But it really is non-existent.
They exist on the internet in chat rooms and in 4chan and Discord and places like that, where they run discussion boards, trade tactics, documents, things like that. But none of them are called Antifa.
A few moments later.
Johan, jag har lite frågor om Rose City Antifa som du var med och grundade. Så ni bakom mordet på Charlie Kirk?
2020 var Rose City Antifa involverade i de ökända BLM-upploppen där federala byggnader sattes i brand och en våldsvåg.